Job descriptions for AI freshers are a mess. They list dozens of skills, frameworks, and qualifications. But what do companies actually want you to be able to do? After analyzing hundreds of job postings for 2026, the answer is surprisingly simple, and it is not what you think. In the next 14 minutes, I am going to show you the top 5 AI roles that companies are desperately hiring freshers for. More importantly, I'll reveal the single most important skill you need for each one. We will cut through the corporate jargon and focus on what gets you hired. You will get a crystal clear roadmap for each role, from data analyst to the one job title you have probably never even heard of, so you can stop wasting months learning skills that do not lead to an offer. Let's start with the single biggest mistake freshers make: trying to become an AI generalist. Here is the first secret. At the entry level, companies do not hire generalists. They hire for specific functions. In fact, one of the most common entry level AI jobs has a very unflashy title. It is the junior data analyst. Before a company can even dream of building complex models, they need people who can clean, organize, and find powerful patterns in their data. This is the foundation of everything. Your first step is not mastering TensorFlow. It is proving you can make perfect sense of a messy spreadsheet. The second most accessible entry point is the AI product specialist. This role is not about writing code, it is about translating human needs into technical requirements. Think of yourself as a bilingual translator, fluent in both customer problems and engineer speak. The core skill here is not Python, it is structured thinking and crystal clear communication. For example, a great AI product specialist can take a vague request like, "Make our customer service better with AI," and turn it into a precise, actionable blueprint for the engineering team. They define what the AI must do, how it should behave, and exactly how to measure its success. Companies are desperate for people who can bridge this communication gap, making it a golden opportunity for freshers from non-technical backgrounds. Third on our list is the MLOps associate. Now, machine learning operations sounds intimidating, but the entry-level reality is much simpler. It is about building and maintaining the digital plumbing that AI models run on. Here is an uncomfortable truth. Most AI projects fail not because the model is bad, but because deploying and maintaining it is an absolute nightmare. The core skill here is reliability. Can you automate a process? Can you build a system that does not break under pressure? A fresher who understands basic cloud services and can use a tool like GitHub Copilot to create a simple deployment script is incredibly valuable. They are the ones who turn a clever AI prototype into a real, working product that makes the company money. If you're finding this breakdown of roles useful, do me a favor and hit that like button. It tells the YouTube algorithm that we're delivering the goods, and it helps other people cut through the noise. Let me know in the comments which of these roles sounds the most interesting to you so far. Now for the fourth role, the fastest growing and most overlooked position, the AI Quality Assurance Engineer. Everyone is in a frantic race to build new AI tools. Very few are focused on making sure those tools do not break in spectacular, headline-grabbing ways. This job is about thinking like an attacker. Your goal is to find the AI's blind spots before customers do. The core skill is not just testing, it is creative problem finding. For instance, an AI QA engineer might test an image generator by feeding it paradoxical prompts. They might test a chatbot by trying to uncover its hidden biases. This is not just about finding bugs, it is about safeguarding the company from massive reputational and legal risk. So we have the data analyst who finds the truth in the data, the product specialist who defines the goal for the user, the MLOps associate who builds the system to deliver it. But connecting all of these is the one role that has seen the most explosive demand in the last 6 months. It combines data, product, and systems thinking, and mastering its core skill is the fastest path to a 6-figure salary right out of college. Let's break down exactly what that role is, and the one skill that makes it so incredibly valuable. The fifth and most crucial role is the AI integration specialist. This is the position that ties all the others together, and it is where the real money and opportunity is for freshers in 2026. While everyone else is obsessed with learning how to build a model from scratch, the smartest people are learning how to connect existing powerful models to real-world business problems. The uncomfortable reality is this: your value is no longer in building the engine. It is in building the car around the engine. Companies like OpenAI, Google, and Anthropic have already built the billion-dollar engines. What every other company needs are people who can put those engines to work. Imagine a simple diagram. On the left, you have a company's private data. This could be customer support tickets, sales figures, or product inventories. On the right, you have a business application, like a customer facing chatbot or an internal search tool. The AI integration specialist builds the smart pipes that connect the data to the application, passing it through a powerful external AI brain like GPT 4o or Claude 3 to get the job done. The core skill is not building the brain, it is building the plumbing. It is about knowing which pipes to use, how to connect them securely, and how to ensure the information flows smoothly and accurately. This is the skill gap that almost every single company is desperate to fill right now. So, how do you actually do this? Let's walk through a real world case study. A mid sized e commerce company selling custom furniture was drowning. Their customer support team was overwhelmed with questions like, "Can I get this table in oak?" Or, "What is the warranty on this specific chair?" They were spending over 40 hours a week just answering the same repetitive questions. They hired a junior AI integration specialist. Her first step was not writing a single line of code, it was understanding the problem. She mapped out the top 20 questions customers asked. This is a product skill, not a coding skill. She quickly realized that 80% of the questions could be answered directly from the company's existing product catalog and warranty documents. Second, she chose the right tool for the job. She did not need a custom trained model. She needed a reliable API. After comparing options, she chose Gemini Pro for its balance of cost and its ability to handle long documents. Here is what most people get wrong. They learn one tool and try to force it to solve every problem. The real skill is knowing the landscape, understanding that Claude might be better for nuanced creative text, while GPT-5 is a powerful all-rounder. She made a business decision, not just a technical one. Third, she built the data pipeline. This is where the technical skills come in, but not in the way you think. She used a simple script to connect the company's product database to the Gemini Pro API. She was not designing complex algorithms. She was ensuring that when a customer asks a question, the AI has the right information to answer it. Think of it as giving a world-class librarian the exact set of books they need. This concept is called Retrieval Augmented Generation, or RAG, and it is one of the most practical and in-demand skills in the world today. Fourth, she designed the prompts. This is so much more than just prompt engineering. It is about creating a chain of instructions, a digital assembly line for answers. Her first prompt would find the relevant product in the database. The second would extract the specific information needed, like wood type or warranty length. And the third prompt would formulate a friendly, helpful answer for the customer. Finally, she focused on validation and safety. The AI was instructed to never answer questions about competitors or make promises the company could not keep. She built a simple dashboard to track the AI's accuracy. Within 2 weeks, the system was handling 70% of incoming customer queries. This saved the company an estimated $2,847 a month in support staff hours. The total cost of the AI API calls, just under $150 per month. This is the incredible leverage an AI integration specialist provides. If you want to learn how to build systems that produce these kinds of results, step by step, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. We post deep dive case studies just like this every single week. Notice what she did not do. She did not spend 6 months training a custom model. She did not write thousands of lines of complex code. She did not need a PhD in machine learning. She solved a real business problem quickly and cheaply by connecting existing technologies. This is the hidden opportunity. While everyone else is still debating Python libraries, the AI integration specialist is delivering massive value. This role beautifully combines the skills of the other 4 roles we discussed. You need the data sense of an analyst to understand what information is important. You need the user focus of a product specialist to define the problem correctly. You need the system building mindset of an MLOps associate to make it reliable, and you need the critical eye of a QA engineer to make sure it is safe. But what holds it all together is that one core skill, systems thinking. It is the ability to see the entire process from the data source all the way to user value and connect all the dots. Most tutorials teach you the dots, how a single tool works, but they do not teach you how to connect them. The engineers who learn to connect the dots are the ones who will become indispensable. They are the ones who can walk into any company, identify a costly problem, and solve it in weeks, not years. This skill is tool agnostic. It does not matter if the best AI next year is from Google, OpenAI, or a new startup. A systems thinker will know how to plug it in and create value. This is your true job security. But this path from problem to solution is rarely a straight line. The biggest mistake most freshers make is thinking that knowing the tools is the same as knowing how to solve the problem. They learn a framework like LangChain or Llama Index and immediately try to force every business problem to fit that single tool. This is completely backwards. A pro-level integrator thinks about the architecture first, the flow of data, the business rules, the safety checks, and then, only then, do they select the simplest tools that can get the job done. Let me tell you about a project I saw that went completely off the rails. A team built an internal chatbot to help new hires with HR questions. In the lab, it worked perfectly. It was smart, fast, and accurate. But the day it launched, it was a catastrophe. Faced with thousands of real, messy questions from confused new employees, it started hallucinating. It confidently invented company policies that did not exist and gave dangerously wrong advice about payroll. The project was shut down in less than 48 hours. The failure was not in the AI model, it was in the integration. The team never built the necessary guardrails. They did not have a system to validate the AI's answers against a trusted source of truth. They built a powerful engine with no steering wheel and no brakes. Now contrast that failure with the success of the e-commerce specialist. Imagine seeing a screenshot of her results. It is a simple dashboard. On the left, a chart showing customer support costs spiking to nearly $3,000 a month. On the right, after her solution was implemented, that cost flatlines at under $150. That is concrete, undeniable proof of value. It is the kind of result that gets you noticed, and it is what separates a junior integrator from a senior one. So how do you ensure you are delivering real, scalable value? First, become obsessed with measuring your impact. Before you write a single line of code, understand the baseline. How much time is this problem costing? How many hours? How many dollars? Document it. Your goal is not just to build a cool AI feature, it is to deliver a measurable business outcome. Second, think in patterns, not projects. After solving the customer support problem, the specialist did not just move on. She documented her process, the prompts, the data pipeline, the safety checks, and created a reusable playbook. Now, when the sales team wants a tool to answer questions about inventory, she does not have to start from scratch. She can adapt her pattern, cutting development time by 80%. This is how you scale. You stop being someone who just completes tasks and become someone who builds systems that solve entire classes of problems. This is the mindset that turns an entry-level job into a high-impact career. We started this journey looking at confusing job descriptions. The dozens of skills they list are just noise. The signal is simple. Companies do not hire you to know a tool, they hire you to solve a problem. The AI integration specialist is the most direct path to doing just that. So here is your first action. Do not open a coding terminal, open a notebook, find one repetitive, inefficient process at your current job, or even in your daily life. Map it out. What is the input? What is the output? What are the decision points? This is the first step of systems thinking, and it is a skill you can start building right now without writing a single line of code. This is the path that separates the tool users from the problem solvers. The engineers who focus on this now will be the leaders of the next decade. If you want a step-by-step guide on how to find and architect your first AI integration project and build a portfolio piece that will blow hiring managers away, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. That is exactly what we are covering in the next video.